Although D.C. has thousands of troops there now to help defend the area against possible violence, city cops are heading there as well. About 200 NYPD officers are traveling to the nation's capital Monday to assist with security of the inauguration. This is file video you're looking at. Cops from various units, including the Counterterrorism Bureau, will be deputized as federal law enforcement officers for their assignment. It is a rare occurrence to have NYPD officers in the nation's capital for security duties, especially for an event at the White House. Federal and local authorities in Washington, D.C. have been saying they can use all of the help they can get to really keep security tight during Inauguration Week, and that's where the NYPD comes in. New York 1's Ron Lee joined us tonight from police headquarters with the details. Ron.
Dean, good evening. Well, we've all heard the NYPD be referred to as New York's finest. And by this time tomorrow, about 200 members of New York's finest will be firmly in place in the nation's capital, ready to serve and protect. By now, just about all of us have seen the stark images that show our nation's capital heavily fortified with unprecedented security as Wednesday's inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden draws nearer. And by the end of the day Monday, some of New York's finest will have arrived in Washington, D.C. to help reinforce federal security.
New York City has decided to step up.
During a conference call Thursday, the NYPD's Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence and Counterterrorism, John Miller, said 200 NYPD officers would be sent to the Capitol to reinforce federal security. Those officers are set to leave for Washington Monday morning, and they will be deputized, something that has never happened before for the NYPD.
200 officers will receive indoctrination from the police in Washington, instructions on their protocols for the deployment. They'll be sworn in to have special federal law enforcement powers for the limited time they're working for the D.C. Metro Police to help secure Washington during the day of the inauguration.
According to the latest intelligence, the deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol by a mob of President Trump's supporters on January 6th may have emboldened domestic extremists to attack again, not just in Washington, but across the country.
The City of New York and the NYPD will do anything and everything within our power to assist the federal government or police agencies in Washington, D.C. to maintain security as well as democracy and freedom.
In addition to sending those 200 officers to the nation's capital, the NYPD is sharing intelligence and coordinating resources with state and federal agencies in order to prevent any further violence from Trump supporters. We're in Manhattan. Ron Lee, New York 1. Dean.
Thank you, Ron.